The courtroom was silent. Not the kind of silence that comforts, but the thick, humming quiet filled with quiet judgment and unspoken opinions. Every cough, every shuffle of paper echoed like thunder against the tension hanging in the air. Across from me stood the woman I had once believed would carry my legacy beside me. Madeline ***. She wore ivory, the color of innocence, as if fabric alone could rewrite truth. It was a calculated move. Everything she did always was. Her hands rested over her rounded belly, like a shield or a weapon. She looked up briefly, her gaze meeting mine before flicking to the judge. In her eyes I saw cold confidence. She believed she'd already won. But she was wrong. She thought the child she carried would be her trump card, her golden key to everything I had built. My business, my name, my life's work. She believed that I'd be too emotional, too honorable, too in love to see what she was doing. She didn't realize the man she thought she married was only a sliver of who I truly was. She believed love had made me blind. What she didn't know was that while she was playing a game, I was preparing for war. 7 years earlier, we met on a rooftop terrace at a downtown mixer. I was knee-deep in building my company, sleep-deprived, caffeine-fueled, wearing ambition like armor. Every connection I made, every hour I sacrificed, was in service of something bigger. And then there was her. Madeline Carter ***. Elegant. Charismatic in the way that made people orbit her. She wasn't just attending that mixer. She was curating an image, sculpting the persona she hoped the world would adore. To outsiders we were magnetic. Power couple. The entrepreneur and the tastemaker. Passionate. Driven. Unstoppable. But the truth was more complicated. While I built brick by brick, sacrificing weekends, holidays, sleep, she built smoke and mirrors. She admired my discipline, or so she said. Said she loved my vision. Said she loved me. But in reality, she loved the lifestyle, not the man who carved it from nothing. The cracks came slowly. At first, it was just a strange message she swiped away too quickly. Then came the unexplained trips, new friends she never introduced, timelines that unraveled under simple questions. I didn't accuse. Not at first. I told myself trust was love's backbone. That doubt was a betrayal of my own principles. But I wasn't blind, just patient. The truth came unexpectedly. In a conversation I barely remember. A mutual friend congratulated me. "When's the baby due?" they asked with a warm smile. My world shifted. She hadn't told me. 'Cause she was saving it. Holding it back like a courtroom grenade. Planning to use it for maximum effect. I didn't react. Not outwardly. But inside something broke. Not just trust. Not just love. Threshold. I stayed calm. I dug deeper. The truth surfaced faster than I expected. She wasn't even being discreet. The man was younger. One of her social media collaborators. Handsome, naive. Easily drawn in by her charm. Found hotel bookings. Messages. Intimate photos. And then the final crack. Her sonogram unknowingly synced to our shared cloud account. She wasn't just unfaithful. She was careless. And that carelessness was her undoing. Called my attorney. We moved quickly. Silent and surgical. We separated our accounts. Isolated assets. Activated the prenup clauses we'd both signed. Something she once said was, just a formality. I secured every corner of my empire. By the time she sensed something was wrong, it was already too late. She thought the court delays were routine. She thought I was distracted. She had no idea I'd already built a legal fortress around everything I owned. Thursday arrived. The sky outside hung low and gray, mirroring the storm inside the courtroom. She walked in like it was a red carpet, not a legal battlefield. Boys. Draped in designer fabric and false narrative. Her lawyer went first. An impressive display of theatrics and sentiment. He painted her as a devoted wife, now carrying the weight of single motherhood. Abandoned. Betrayed. A woman wronged. Then came the moment. The judge, composed and unwavering, turned to me. Mr. Devlin, are you the biological father of the child in question? I let the silence hang. Then I said clearly, No, Your Honor. I am not. A ripple of confusion spread through the room. She flinched. But I wasn't finished. I handed the judge a folder, neatly organized, thoroughly documented. Screenshots, receipts, photos. Everything. Evidence of her affair, her deception, her plan. Her unraveling wasn't dramatic. It was subtle. Eyes darting, mouth twitching, hands clenching. Her attorney stuttered. She turned to me, searching for mercy. I had none left to give. The judge reviewed the evidence. The prenup remained ironclad. Her infidelity voided any claims she thought she had. No alimony. Minimal asset division. And the child. Not my legal responsibility. She walked out of that courtroom with nothing but her designer bag, a trembling lip, and the echo of her own betrayal. It's been 4 months. She still tries to reach me. Some days with apologies, other days with fury. The other man disappeared when the reality of fatherhood and no money set in. I've heard whispers. Emotional breakdowns, mounting debt, former friends distancing themselves. I don't gloat. I don't celebrate. But I don't carry her burdens either. She misjudged me. Thought I was weak. Thought I'd fold. She lit the match, thinking she'd watch me burn. But I didn't just survive, I rebuilt. And this time, she's not invited.